Welcome to the Earth by Tinybop. Let's take a look at weathering, erosion, and deposition. These are three things that transform the surface of the Earth. First, we're going to move a little bit closer to this rock face to take a look at erosion. This is when water, ice, or wind can loosen and pick up or carry rocks. Gravity helps move them along. So right now, we're going to cause a rock slide. Start tapping. And you can see these fall down the face of our mountain, knocking over anything in its path. You can probably hear the rocks hitting each other, and they might even be breaking. This is what's known as weathering. Breaks, cracks, and crumbles, or otherwise changes in the rocks. As they get smaller and smaller, they turn from boulders into cobble, and into even smaller pieces called sediment. So this is high up on a mountain, but lots more happens down below as the rocks, cobble, and sediment fall further and further down. Okay, so let's start moving. We can see these boulders and cobbles and sediment fall down into that crevice right there. But let's see what happens when they fall into a moving body of water. Tap the river. You can see some of them have fallen on the side, but as I tap the screen, I'm adding more and more. They're probably breaking as well as they hit the side. And I'm going to add tons and tons into this river. And then I'll show you what happens when they're deposited on the riverbed. Tap the circle in the top right corner, and then we'll move further downstream. So we'll follow the river, tap the circle here. Okay, so we have our moving body of water, we have our depositing bank and our eroding bank. So as I said, erosion is when the rocks and sediment move. So they're being picked up and carried along, in this case, down the river. And depositing bank is where they're being deposited. So we'll start to see a shift in the river as I start to tap. Okay, so see how the depositing bank grew a little bit and the eroding bank moved further away from it. And keep tapping. And at some point, you'll notice that the water is not able to deposit anymore because the curve in the river has slowed down so much. And soon, the river will separate and form an oxbow lake. Let's see that again. So there you have it. That's just one look at what happens with weathering, erosion, and deposition on the surface of the Earth. If you have any questions, make sure you check out the handbook, tweet at us at Tinybop, or send a question to support@tinybop.com. Have fun and go explore!